Chapter 4. Greta rubbed her belly and spoke mercilessly. Seamus put out his cigarette and said coldly, "Janina, you're grown up now. It's time you understood the importance of contributing to the family instead of causing trouble." Each of their words felt like a sharp knife piercing my heart. Despite my overwhelming disappointment, my eyes welled up. I looked at them and said hoarsely, "No wonder you never visited me once during my 2 years in prison. I thought you were just too busy to see me. But now I see you only saw me as a moneymaker. You kicked me to the curb without hesitation the moment I couldn't make money anymore." I tilted my head back, fighting to hold back my tears. Then I asked, "So you're all determined to kick me out today?" "Yes," Seamus replied without hesitation. Melanie, James, and Greta all looked equally resolute. Clearly there was no room for negotiation. I saw no trace of affection in their eyes. I nodded, my heart completely broken. "Fine, as you wish. From today, we're done, and I hope you won't regret it." I finally saw them for what they were. These people I'd longed for during my 2 years in prison didn't deserve my sacrifices. The 100 million I had planned to share with them would now remain with me. Without another word, I walked out the door, not looking back. Behind the door, I heard Greta's resentful roar. "You think too highly of yourself. What's there to regret to cut ties with a broke ex-convict like you? If we let you stay here and mooch off us, that's when we'd really regret it." Leaving that heartless home, I wandered the streets alone for a long time before finally finding a hotel to stay in. Lying on the bed, I stared at the 9-figure balance in my bank account, lost in thought. I used to believe I lived in a very happy family. My father patiently comforted and advised me when I faced difficulties at work. My mother would bring my favorite soup to my office when I worked late. My brother would come to pick me up from work when it rained. I felt like the cherished little princess of the family. I was always puzzled whenever I saw stories online about parents favoring sons over daughters. How could such families exist? How could parents not love their daughters? But now, I finally grasped that awful feeling of helplessness and disappointment. I realized I had always been part of such a family. All the love I had felt was conditional, based on my usefulness. To them, I was more like an investment. Their love was the cost, and my money was the return. So the gifts of fate had always come with a hidden price. When I could make money and ensure a comfortable life for everyone, they smiled warmly at me. But now, they saw me as an ex-convict who couldn't find a job, with no money and no value.